How small can I make a base in Minecraft Beta 1.7.3? That is the question for today's video, and I've allotted a bit of space here, and this is how big I want the base to be. I want it to be a 3x3x3 little cube in here, and I want to see how much I can fit into this small space. Now, of course, there's going to be plenty of redstone I'm going to shove into the walls here, but the only usable space will be within this 3x3 area on the ground here. So, obviously, beta Minecraft existed before creative mode was added to the game, so I've added a few mods to this version of the game, including too many items so that I'm able to get any item in the game in any quantity I need, as well as single player commands so that I can actually fly around and instant break blocks and things like that, so that we can make this process as smooth as possible. Alright, but with that being said, I think it's time to get started, and I think the first place I want to start is actually getting storage in place, and I have a pretty cool idea on how this can work based on a video I saw years ago by Seth Bling. And the idea is basically to have chest minecarts on rails that can be rotated around in order to give you different items, which I think is a really cool idea. So I'm going to try and recreate that idea sort of in the wall here, and we'll see if we can get it to work. First thing we need to do is clear out a decent amount of area just so that we have plenty of space to work with, because yeah, I can't be bothered not having the correct amount of space. Okay, I'm sure this will be enough space for now, maybe, we'll see. And I think what I want to do is have a rail here like this, and then this turns in like this on the F3, F1 direction. Perfect. And then we place blocks up like this, and this is where our minecarts are going to get stored. So if we fly here, we can actually build up like this, and we can store some minecarts. So how far do we want this to be? I think maybe we'll store like 2 chests worth of minecarts here and 2 chests on that side. Okay, so I think that's looking good. Let's power this now, and then now we need a way to activate the minecarts to sort of travel down this rail. So let's build this up now. Alright, and here's the contraption here. Basically, it takes the pulse out of a button and does a little quick pulse using some redstone trickery here to make this turn on and off really quickly, which is just enough time to let the minecarts roll down. So if we grab our minecarts here and we let one, that's not what we want. If we let one shoot up here, there we go, you can see it gets stuck on the powered rail, and if we get our buttons here, there you go, you can see it opens for just enough time for it to go down by 1. So if we shoot another one up there, now they're pretty evenly spaced, and then they move down at the same time like that. It's a really cool little system here like that. Not sure what that sound was. Might have been clicking it too fast, I don't know. But yeah, so now they're all pretty much perfectly in line, and basically the idea here is if we're standing here and we have a button here like this, we can access the minecart like that, and then we press the button. Whoa! Okay, maybe I did something wrong here. I don't know what's happened. Why has this happened? Okay, so I'm honestly not sure what the heck happened there. I did it exactly the same way, and it seems to be working now. So when I press this button, there you go. That's what you can see here, that the minecarts will go. So you can access them, press the button, access them, press the button, and yeah, you've basically just got a rotating sorting system here, a storage system here. So I'm going to build a second one here on this side, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Bop, 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 bop. Alright, very good. Alright, and there we go. We've got our 2 storage systems in here like this. So if we right click here, send that one off, right click in here, send that one off. Very good. Alright, so we've got, yeah, 8 chests essentially. Okay, so now that our storage system is figured out, I want to move on to food. because food is, I mean, it's not as essential in beta, but you still use it from time to time. And yeah, I think we're going to have to expand our footprint just slightly, just based on the plans I have for this area. But I'm going to put it in this wall here, and you would have seen this before. This is the bread maker. I'm gonna make a bread maker. I've made a tutorial on how to do this a while back, so yeah, I'm basically going to follow that. There might be some little adjustments because of the space constraints, but we will see. So yeah, and first things first, I got to mine out this area yet again. So yeah. Okay, so we're going to need to grab some dispensers, so let's grab that. Put those there, very good. 1, 2, down here. Okay, and we need a redstone torch here with a block here and dust here. So this is when this is bud powered, it'll actually be able to take a redstone pulse out and to the different dispensers. Okay, so this is pretty much built now. Let's just test if it works. So we need to till the ground. Very good. I think we can actually cover that up, but I won't worry about that just yet. And then we need seeds and wheat to be able to make this work, which there's seeds, not seeds and wheat, seeds and bone meal, sorry. So seeds on the left, get 1 seed. So now if we right click, okay, we got a seed, okay, so right click, right click, right click, right click. There we go. So if we just hold right click now, we just get infinite wheat, which is very cool, unless I stand too close to it. So yeah, there's our bread maker, which is pretty cool. I do like that. Now, I see a problem here is when I press this button, it's going to dispense some seeds every time, and I think that's going to get really annoying. So I'm going to change this up. Change a bit of this redstone here to actually make it so that maybe this dispenser's on the ground down here would be good. I don't think I need to change this one. If we do need to later, I will, although this one might be a little more annoying to change. But yeah, I think we'll change this one first. So the first thing we need to do is the output for this dispenser is here. So I'm going to take this away. We're going to block off this water actually first so that we don't accidentally release all our redstone. And essentially, I mean, we need this line coming up here because that powers the dispenser and also activates the bud. So I think we can take it out of this line here because this is all the same. So I think we can take it out of this line down here. Yeah, this one here. I think if we take a repeater out of this, like that, and then maybe we can hook some redstone up to here somehow. And something as well is that we need to invert the signal, otherwise it won't dispense at the right time, because as you can see, this is currently on. If we had this dispenser on, it would dispense at the same time as this one, which is also currently on. So yeah, we need to invert it. So if we can invert it at the end here. Let me get in there. There we go. Okay. And then we put a repeater going in there with some redstone dust. And now that should be off. Okay. So let's try this. Let's see if this worked. Aha! Perfect. It's working perfectly. Very good. Okay, so that's working perfectly. So now we can, if we press this button, perfect, doesn't interact with that. So that's ideal. Let's grab some more cobblestone. And now we can cover this up. I'm actually just going to put that there. Okay. Okay, cool. So now we can cover this up. Let's use our smooth stone, I suppose. So if we go here, here, here. Can we break this? Oh, we need to put some redstone on top. There. Alright, good. Okay, so that's looking pretty good, I think. So now we have, essentially, if we have a single seed, those are boots. If we have a single seed, and we go in here, we can just right click and hold, and we have our bread maker. Now it does expand our platform here just that slight bit by those 2 blocks, but I don't think there's any way to pull this forward because we have our storage system right here, so yeah. Okay, now with food sorted, I want to add in a infinite water source. I feel like I always need these in my base, so I think I'm going to add it into this corner if possible. So if we go down here, I want it to be an infinite water source and also a like a trash bin maybe, so we can use fire to do that, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. So if we put this here and we break those out, so this is where our water will go, and then that'll collect in the middle here, and I want this to be able to push up and down. I think I also want this to be a light source. I don't think we're going to be able to really use this middle block effectively, because I have plans of where other things are going to go. So if we put this lever here, we can probably power this piston pretty easily. And put some redstone dust down here. So if we do this, there we go. So we've got that working. And basically what we want to do is have some water going here and here. And then basically, if you have a water bucket, you can refill it and then close it off and refill it. So now you're probably wondering why I want the netherrack. So I want to be able to also have a bin. So if I have a flint and steel given to me, I can grab this and then I can chuck stuff in the bin and then basically turn it off and then turn it on, grab some water, you know, whatever. It just makes that extra bit of practicality, I think. And yeah, I want the flint and steel to be dispensed to us somehow, and I think maybe on this wall here would be good. Okay, so I'm thinking actually in this space right here would be perfect. Having it higher up will be useful for the later contraptions we're adding here, which will be quite low down. So yeah, I think this is good. If we take the output from the redstone dust under this block here that I just destroyed, if we take the output from the redstone dust that's going to be down here, we can just probably loop it around and get it up to the back of this this dispenser to activate it. Okay, so here's the dispenser here. Let's try and hook this up. We can probably put this right into the back very easily like this. And that might be all we need to do. Let's try this out. Okay, that's working perfectly. So if we put some water in here, which we actually already have on us, like that, and then if we mock it up with our water bucket, grab some water, and then that dispenses. So let's put our flint and steel in there. Boom. Okay, perfect. And then we get our flint and steel. We want to set fire to stuff. Do that. Perfect. Close that. Get some water. Open that. Perfect. I think that's a perfect little system for our base here. Aha, so we're starting to run out a bit of space now, and don't forget we've got to add things like beds, crafting tables, and furnaces, which I don't anticipate being too bad. I think maybe the bed is gonna be the hardest one, but for now I want to continue with the functional stuff. And in this corner here I want to add a transmutation machine, and I saw a design that Gengar Juice posted a long while back, and that I think will work quite well. So I'm gonna try this, and I think it was something like this. You place blocks here like that. Yep, that'll make that go up. And if we get some slabs, here we go. This should create a crash slab. There we go. Okay, so nice. Now we've got a little compact crash slab creator in our base here, which is pretty cool. And we could also use this to transmute wool, I'm sure, as well. If we do that, there we go. Very cool. So yeah, perfect. We've got a little transmuter as well tucked away in here. I guess we could also try and make this look good. Yeah, look, we're not going for perfect image here, but yeah, that looks good. I mean, nice and tucked away. Yeah, I guess you could store the redstone torch here. I don't know. Depends what you feel like doing, but then you don't really have access to this. This is another thing. I don't really want to block these off too well. Maybe we should have to worry about the bed. I do think that the best place for the bed would be in here, because I feel like you'll still be able to reach over the end. So let's put a bed in there maybe. Oh, I can just reach that. If I crouch, I can reach it a lot easier, though, so that's good. Okay, cool. So that bed should work. It's not nighttime. Let's time night. There we go. So now I should be able to sleep. I've fallen off the bed. What the heck? Okay. Oh. Okay, we took a little bit of damage, but I don't think that's too bad. We could just go to our bread maker, get some food, but that works. Okay, very good. We just come back into this central spot. Awesome. Okay, and in terms of the furnaces, I think we want furnaces, and we also want a chest somewhere, of course. We could use like update suppression to put it on top of this lever or something, but I don't think that works. Maybe, oh no. With disaster struck. We just broke our redstone. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's let's replace that with a nice looking block here. And then if we just put a crafting table there, that's good, and that's perfect, because then if you're sitting here, you can just look straight down and then craft your bread. That's a perfect spot for that. Where should the furnaces go? Maybe somewhere. They could go in the walls, but we could do something up here, I think. So maybe they can just go next to these dispensers here. Yeah, I think that works. Might be a little confusing for someone who doesn't know where they where this is, but yeah, I think having them there works perfectly. There we go. We've got our utility items in. That's nice. But now we're really starting to get cramped in here. I mean, this feels very full of things now. There is one last thing that I really want to try and put in here, which is an armor dispenser. I really love having armor dispensers in my base, so that, you know, if you die, you can just kind of have it all ready to go, you know, to go collect your stuff or like save your stuff. And I think maybe up here would be a good place to have the dispensers for that, sort of having them shoot out all into the one space here, and then you can just grab it, maybe at like a button press or something. So let's grab our dispensers, put them in here. So this is where I want to have them, and let's maybe, this is why I had this a bit lower, because I think having the button here will work perfectly, because if we don't, if we have it here, of course that will dispense this one and dispense all these. So yeah, I think having this down here works perfectly because it doesn't activate anything. We'll just have to avoid the redstone for this, but I think that'll be fine. So let's get behind this wall. Okay, so when this button is pressed, I don't want it to interact with this other thing, so I think I'm just going to put 2 repeaters there. Now if yeah, that's going to work. Okay, and basically all we need to do now is hook up these dispensers. And how much space do we have to work with up here? Because it could be easier just laying a bit of redstone on top of them instead of running into them with all this little spot here. I mean, these ones shouldn't be a big deal. We've got nothing around here, which is ideal, so we can basically just run some repeaters in like that, I think. Let's try it out. Oops. Okay, no, running repeaters into dispensers doesn't work for some reason. That's interesting. I did not know that. We're gonna have to go with the next to the repeaters method, I think. Something like this, maybe. How far away? Oh, that's the sky. Okay. So this is what we've got to work with. I mean, we can, if we run here. Yeah, see, that works perfect. So if we run some redstone along here, that could all meet in the middle. Perfect. Okay, this is actually gonna be super easy. Let's put 1 dirt in each. And if we end up with 4 dirt, then we know it worked. So let's trash all that. Oh, that was perfect. That was perfect. So that is completely done. And I think that is pretty much the whole base complete. I think that's pretty much everything I can squeeze into this tiny little space. Let me have a look at this this inventory here and see if there's anything else we could squeeze in. Ooh, okay, I'm seeing the jukebox. That's perfect. And I guess we could just, you know, pretend these are stored in our space. Where could we have the jukebox that would be convenient? Or behind the bed. There's actually quite a few places we could have this jukebox. I mean, this works. That works. Perfect, yeah, I mean, having the jukebox there works perfectly, I think. Anything else? I'm not sure if there's really too much else we could add here. Maybe just a painting for a bit of an aesthetic, yeah, like that, just above our bed there, so it doesn't look so, I guess, industrial inside here. Okay, and with that, I think it's time to take a little tour of our unassuming base over here. It's literally just a trapdoor in the middle of nowhere, but it actually packs quite a lot inside. So if we go down here, and yeah, this is what we're working with. So we've got our bed here, which we would, you know, have slept in and respawn at. We've got our storage system, which, you know, could have anything. We go cycle between these 4 chests. Maybe I should have put something in here for demonstration purposes, but we've got another one over here as well. So we've essentially got 4 double chests worth of items, if you wanted to know exactly how many. And I think this could be expanded as well to have more than that. But for now, that's what we have. We've got our bread maker over here. So if we take a seed from this side and we hold right click, we get our seed and our bone meal dispense, so that we can just hold right click on this till dirt and yeah, basically get all the bread we want. We've got our crafting table down here to make the bread or whatever else we need. We've got some furnaces as well if we need to cook anything. The essentials. We've got our infinite water source here, so if we need any water, we can grab this, which is perfect. I always find myself needing some kind of water around the place, which is ideal. And then at the same time, when we lift this up, we get our flint and steel, which will create some fire where we can dispense things, and we can also get rid of that as well. I guess it's a little annoying, you have to keep putting those back. I also wonder if they would shoot out here. I mean, I guess the solution would be to put a slab here like that. You can still access that. Perfect. We've got our chest here with some music discs that we can play some sick tunes. Very cool. Very fun. We also have our crash slab maker. I also managed, yeah, like I said, there's a chest here. I also managed to fit a chest in here as well. And yeah, we can basically create some crash slabs. I don't have a pickaxe on me. There we go. So that's pretty cool. Nice and compact design there. And finally, we have our armor dispenser. So if we've just died and we need to quickly go rush back, it's nighttime, we need to rush back to get our stuff, we can press this button and boom, there we go. We get some armor and we can just equip that and go. So there we go. That is the smallest base that I think I could possibly make in beta Minecraft. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think of this, whether you think I did a good job, whether I could have done it better, what you would have done differently. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of how this turned out, all within this tiny little space here. So, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Laters!